We got ourselves a little hydrogen recovery. Guy hit an elk, probably running down through there about 75. Knocked the front steer axle out from under it and right in the ditch. Laid her over. We're gonna roll this tractor over, get it out of here. Then we're gonna roll this trailer over. Should go pretty smoothly. We're working with the trailer manufacturer. They said we can't lift it by these lifting lugs. It's for empty trailers only. So we're just waiting for a schematic on how they want this thing lifted. Because if you run belly straps on it, recovery straps, you could damage the outside shell of it. Basically, they're just, dotting their I's and crossing their T's. We're just waiting until they tell us, it's go time. What I meant is we already got the tractor rolled over and we're gonna get it out of here. Lickety split, so stand by. Tighten up the sketch lines. Tighten your catch lines, Michael. Tighten your catch lines. Boom out. That's good. Maybe a little tighter. A little tighter on your catch line. Watch your yellow, Michael.
Nice and smooth, huh?
Huh?
Went nice and smooth, bro.
Yeah. Pretty smooth. There's two drivers?
Huh?
Two drivers?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
You guys both drivers? That'll buff out, huh? ready to do this? Get done?
Yeah.
You ready to get done?
Focus on you, bud.
Yeah. Say something.
I ain't got nothing.
Nothing?
Are you sure?
No, I think about time we just get this done.
I said when it comes over, I said it's cradled right now with the strap. And when it transitions into the fifth wheel,
Like the waves.
then the fifth wheel will cradle it. He said, well, if you can't cradle it, I said, well, what does it do when it sits on a truck?
You gotta go buy what you get.
I said, that fifth wheel takes all the weight when it sits on a truck. I said, so we're picking it up in the air and then rotating. And so I'm holding it up in the air like that. So the belly strap's got all the weight on it, right? No, I need a short one.
Short one?
Bring me an 8-footer and a soft tackle.
You have an update?
So we finally got everybody on the same page on how to rig this thing. The engineers approved of our rigging. The DPS had to send in a diagram of the way we got it rigged and pictures, and they approved it. So apparently it's a big deal when you're dealing with hydrogen. So now we're just gonna pick it up, roll it over, set it back down. So stand by, folks. I guess hydrogen is really flammable.
Are you done with this?
Did we just save Williams from a forest fire? Or maybe even Arizona, northern Arizona. Hell, even maybe we just saved the whole United States. Is that right, pizza?
Yeah. That's right.
We could roll a hydrogen tanker over, but we can't drive through the city without tearing down power lines.
Right. On multiple occasions.
Well,
Wow.
the first one was Michael.
Oh my goodness. This wasn't me.
Was it? Was it? How come the cop wanted to give you the free ticket?
I don't know.
Because you're driving. Whose fault is it?
Oh my goodness. That's my fault.
It is. You were driving the truck.
Grabbing gears.
I can't control the boom when it's going up by itself.
It wasn't going up. You should have said there's a low power line. I'll take 50% of that blame.
Oh
Bring
my
this
goodness.
line up. Oh my God. Really? You were behind the wheel, bro. You were grabbing gears, not paying attention. You didn't even know that power line was there. Did
Okay.
you? Did
Yeah,
you?
I did.
You did? You knew it was there?
I thought we cleared it one time.
I know.
Okay, I'll take 50%.
Thank you. That's all I was asking, Michael.
Yes, sir.
Just to acknowledge that you were
50%.
wrong.
Grab my ladder.
No. Hot Rod has challenged me to a bet. He says that he can get to 200 pounds before I can get to 200 pounds. Hot Rod weighs 165, I weigh 310. Comment below and tell us what y'all think.
Sure.
And so the winner gets to pick what tattoo the other one has to get. And we can't tattoo face or privates. So comment below on who you think will be the winner is. First one to 200.
Or what the tattoo should be.
Or what the tattoo should be that Hot Rod's gonna get.
Do you have a certain like time limit?
No. Whoever reaches 200 first.
Show them my bill.
No time. No time limit.
Oh my God.
It's a cakewalk.
Hot rod's 165. I don't believe it.
160 is without.
Show 'em my build. He can get to 200 pounds before I can get to 200 pounds.
How about your bet?
The winner gets to
What do
pick.
you weigh?
160.
Now it's 160.
Well,
Well, it's 165. So
You said 165.
I said that's bullshit. There's no way you weigh 165. Okay, so the winner gets to pick
What do you weigh?
310. So the winner gets to pick what tattoo the other one gets.
Promise, go back. No.
But you gotta leave the face alone. Can't no face or neck.
You think I could beat him to it? He's got to lose 110, and I got to
but
gain.
you have a high metabolism and you already eat like a cow and you ain't gaining no weight. So.
All I gotta say is that belly button is gonna be an asshole of something.
So this is gonna be hard. I plateau at 185. That's the heaviest I've ever weighed.
Really?
Yeah, and I could barely get over that without. But I didn't have this kind of motivation.
You better start eating more of that bull milk.
To get to 200 would be a struggle.
Yeah, 200.
Well, to get to 200 for me is gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, they'll have to.
I don't think it'll be as much of a
You are
struggle.
not eating no more.
What's your plateau?
What I'll bet on is
That we both give up.
neither one of them.
Hey, we get there.
Does that mean you get to pick a tattoo for both of us?
There you go. That's a deal.
Yeah, but what if we win? Then what if we get to pick your tattoo?
You gonna get a tattoo? You have any tattoos? Neither do I.
Okay, so
Yes, I got
you heard it, folks.
How
I get to pick my dad's tattoo if I win.
How much time?
There's no time limit.
No, you gotta have a time limit.
Maybe like a.
No, the first one to 200 wins.
Yeah, but
There's got to be like at least a cap, like maybe like a
if
year.
either one gets to 200,
That could be 10 years down the road.
Yeah.
6 months.
Like maybe not a deadline, but it'd have to be like.
6 months.
I'd say longer than that. Like maybe like a year.
A year.
Wow, a year? What?
It'd be like a cap. Like then after that.
Let's do 8 months.
All right, 8 months.
8 months. We got an 8-month deadline.
Then
So in 8 months, either Hot Rod's gonna weigh 200 or I'm gonna weigh 200.
And if neither one of us do, he gets to pick our tattoos.
Tattoos. Okay, both of you get tattoos. That's a good idea. It's made for tattoos though.
You're gonna get your first tattoo.
It won't happen.
Oh, that just gave me a whole nother. That just gave me a bunch more try. My dad's gonna get his first tattoo, folks, so stand by for that. Now throw that snatch bar.
Highway shutdown.
Alright, folks, little update. So this conglomeration we got going on here, this is the engineers at work. If we breach the vacuum on this at all, then it starts building pressure and it becomes extremely flammable. So They're trying to be very, take the extra steps, so they're trying to take the extra steps not to blow everyone up out here. So that's why we got this so over rigged and over trucked. Sorry, hey, I don't call the shots, so stand by. It might get western. If it gets western, we're all, you probably won't see us again. So apparently hydrogen's really flammable, but I'm not a scientist.
Bombs are gonna die.
Close, boss man.
Yeah. He's had his few over in the years, huh?
Few?
Yeah.
I've never tore a power line down.
Did you tell me one time you were taking a concrete
Oh,
plant somewhere?
all right. There's a difference between getting caught tearing down a power line. No, they weren't big power. I wasn't snapping power poles off. Not like you guys.
No, well, we really did it right that way we did, huh?
Yeah. So, like I said, power lines are my arch nemesis. Old Beats Off over here tore him down another power line. Eight APS trucks for one power pole. Somebody should be regulating. I shouldn't say another. He tore down a power line. Another power line for Murphy's Towing, but his first power line. He took out a street light one time. That wasn't that wasn't his fault. I'll take the blame on that one.
Oh, he did take the blame. Yeah, Chris and Roundabout.
We finally got to roll it over. It took us about, I don't know, 8 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. They shut the highway down just in case if this thing blew up. They wouldn't want anybody on the highway, so they shut it down up at the top of the hill. Precautionary measure. I guess it'd be a pretty big blast if this did take off, but we rolled it right over. I mean, nothing to it. Came right over after a long wait, you know. Rigged up. We had to rig a couple different times. They didn't like the way we had it rigged a couple different times, and but I ended up coming up with a combination that they liked, so it's all in a day's work. Now we're gonna pick it up and slap it on the back of the old 880, and so slap it on its ass, and Heavy T is gonna take it right back down to the yard. Boy, I sure do love these 24-inch straps. Straight from Bailey's. Custom. For Murphy's Towing. Thanks Bailey's. Thanks Dad. Give me some slack! Boy, she's a top-heavy old gal. See her leaning coming up out of there? Huh?
Yeah. McDonald's. I'm gonna win this bet.
Oh my goodness.
So,
It'd be like once in like.
I got De Niro and Heavy T working in the same shop now.
It's gonna be an all-out bloodbath. This is gonna be great. They're already eyeballing each other like at an interview. Shut up, Michael.
So they're working in the same shop, and in case y'all didn't notice, De Niro and Heavy T are brothers. And sometimes they don't get along the best. But they're working in the same truck repair shop now, so Stand by for a little Western action.
You just need to cut to a video of me just flooring.
Oh, you guys help, right?
That would
You
be
can't
funny.
floor me anymore.
All right, so the recovery went really well. We stopped by one of our favorite places to eat, Frontier. If you're ever in Williams, Arizona, stop in and get yourself some Frontier. Got old Michael here. De Niro. Heavy tea. Bootsloff is on his way, so. So Rod just came out of the bathroom, and he's further away from the 200 mark now.
I'm at 155 now. Went from 160. You sauce on your salad?
I'm getting closer, he's getting further away.
With barbecue sauce on your salad?
I said the second try.
Frontier, folks. Fun for all ages. The food is phenomenal too, so get in there and get you some. All right, so the recovery went real well. We came, we saw, we recovered. It was a long recovery, but mainly just because a lot of phone calls back and forth between DPS and the engineers and the owner of the company about how they wanted this thing recovered. I guess it's a pretty big deal. I guess hydrogen is really flammable. I wasn't really aware. Did you know hydrogen was flammable?
I knew it was explosive.
Did y'all know that hydrogen is flammable?
Yeah.
We had a
Huh. Makes sense. Isn't that what the H-bomb was made out of?
Yeah, it said flammable.
So,
We could have leveled Williams.
the H-bomb.
Hydrogen bomb.
That's what they bombed Hiroshima with.
The atom bomb. It was amazing.
And,
Can't say that on air.
Well,
sure you can. No, we're good. So there was a lot of red tape, you know, and just sifting through that red tape. Finally got a hold of it. And what the deal was is inside that capsule, there's an additional tank. That's where all the integrity's at. So around the tank, there's a vacuum around it. And if that vacuum breaks, then the hydrogen will start getting pressure on it or something, is what I understood. So basically they wanted us to roll it over without cracking the outer structure or breaching the outer structure. So they were really picky about how they wanted it rigged. It wasn't one of those deals where they're like, oh, okay, yeah, just roll it over, you guys do it however you do it. They wanted to watch how we rigged it, and they wanted to okay the way we rigged it. And there was a certain way they wanted it rigged, so we ended up doing it the way they wanted. What an outlaw. It's a one-way street, bud.
Gonna do it again.
he's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's waiting for it. He's like looking that way.
Wave them on.
I got a window.
He's gonna go all the way.
It's a one-way street, pal. Somebody flip him the bird.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how the recovery went. We got it back on its wheels. Trey got her hooked to the 880. Trey ran the 880. Trey ran the 880 out of fuel.
Technically, I didn't. 'Cause there's fuel.
Technically, Trey ran the 880 out of fuel. And yeah, you should have fueled it up.
It was.
Problem is, he parked it on an incline. And
technically, so I feel like.
on the edge of the road, and all the fuel rolled over it into one tank, and that won't happen if you keep her topped off there, Trey. Lesson of the day: always keep your truck topped off. So I did a heck of a job. Old Mike did a heck of a job. Hot Rod did a heck of a job. De Niro didn't get in on this one, but he did have some lunch with us. So he did a heck of a job at hammering that plate clean. Trey did a heck of a job, even though he run the truck out of fuel. What do y'all think about that recovery?
It went well.
Yeah, went real well. You weren't even there.
I was hoping it'd blow up.
Ray vaporized two rotators.
That'd kill us, but
You think it would?
Well, you never know. It could have vaporized, didn't it?
That'd have left
The guy said you wouldn't even see a flash.
Yeah, the guy said that if that thing ignited, yeah, you wouldn't even see the flash. Said we would have been vapor particles. So
They've been good content though.
Yeah, if the camera survived.
yeah. Well, these are bomb-proof cameras, blast-proof, so blast-resistant.
What do you need it now for?
Finner did a heck of a job. We came, we saw, we recovered. We didn't scratch a corner on that bad Larry.
They're already scratched.
We didn't even have time to throw back a hot cup of recovery. We had some tall, cold cups of recovery at lunch, so. We saved a lot of people today. Hell, we may even have saved northern Arizona. I don't know.
Wish they'd show us some appreciation when we walk around.
Hell, we may even have saved Arizona. I don't know, or the U.S., maybe the western part of the United States. But so you're welcome, folks. You stay classy. $1.5 million H-bomb.